Good morning and welcome to the beautiful Yateley Match Lake, where it's been quite an eventful night. We're with Korda's very own Ian Bailey, and he's going to run us through exactly what's happened.
Well, it all started off early evening, didn't it, actually, with the liners between both of us, really, wasn't it?
Lots of liners.
Yeah, some real, ferocious ones as well, wasn't they? It sort of quieted off around midnight and sort of just got settled down for the night, and 2 o'clock this morning I had an absolutely steaming run on my right-hand rod between the 2 irons in the silt channel. Resulted in one of the match lake's catfish, not what we were really after, but it pulled the string, so
absolutely.
fresh rig, fresh bait back out there, and only an hour later I had another bite, and that was on my left-hand rod on the sort of the banker spot really in the swim that we've been told, and yeah, a nice Yateley Match Lake mirror in the net waiting for its photos. So.
Okay, well let's get her out and have a look.
Well, here's the result, a lovely Yateley mirror, 25.5 pounds. I'm well happy with this one. Fell to my famous naked choddy setup, but overweighted this time. Over a good scattering of 14mm cell, well happy.
Well, that was a fantastic result on an overnighter. So why this swim, mate?
Well, it's near on central of the lake. Got two islands, obvious features, visual features, and it, just looking at the swim, it just screams a passing point up to the other end of the lake. So it's just a great area to intercept from, especially over a good scattering of boilie, which I like to usually fish. So yeah, it's just got 3 options. It's 3 rods at the moment. So cover the central area, corner of the island. So
yeah, how did you make your decisions on exactly where you were going to put the baits in?
Well, first of all, you've got the left-hand island here. To me, it shelves off. I went up at the bottom of the shelf. Fish are just going to cruise around the bottom. I don't want my rig right up the shelf because the line angle and so on. I want it to lay flush along the bottom. So as I come round, and we've seen a couple of shows as well up the left-hand side, haven't we? So it's covering that point as well. It's that banker spot in here. That the famous overhang, as tight as you can get it. It's in line with the coot's nest out there, isn't it? We see it from next door. The fish showing. So I've put one on that area there, and just out in the central area, just into the silt. I've got a good drop out there, but I want it just to be a little bit softer because I bet everyone goes on the gravel, typically. So my right hand went into the siltier area.
Okay, and how did you bait it, mate? What was the thinking? Were you going to feed him, or just a scattering?
Well, there's quite a big stock of fishing here these days, isn't it? And Bidder's bailiff, he said he's been getting through plenty of bait in just an evening session. So I thought for my 2 rods out in between the islands, it's got to have a healthy scattering of boilie. So straight away I put out a kilo spread between the 2. It's not too mad for how many fish are in it, but I wanted to get a bite. So a kilo on that. And on the corner of the island, I wanted to try and trap the fish as they come round. So I put a bit of hemp, a bit of boilie, just so to get them, to stop them in their tracks. So I think a scattering of boilie is just going to pass around that quickly. So just slow them down. Did have a bite on that first light, but unfortunately come off. So, but yeah, a bit of variation and something a little bit different for that one.
So take us through the rigs that you've chosen for your kind of 2 open water spots. We're going to concentrate on those because it's perhaps what you're best known for these days, mate.
Yeah, that's my confidence. Yeah, it's we're seeing it in what writings that I've done recently. But there's a few little tweaks that I've done recently, just from what I've been fishing in Bedford, just for the depth. Normally,
should explain this is the naked chod rig,
sorry, this it's the naked choddy as usual. The lightest I can get away with my buffer.
Which in this case is a
distance cast.
1.5, is it? 2 ounce?
2 ounce that one, just because I'm fishing a little bit further out there, sort of around 65 yards. So it's really punch, especially with the fluorocarbon. I really got to punch it out there. A small sinker. With the 4mm bead just sitting nicely over that, so it's all safe. In the event of a break off, it pass off. Double ring swivel, which I've been playing around with, but there's a little bit of a twist with it. I've been overweighting them. Normally, I like the swivel, it normally to sit like that, just to find its own depth. But I've been overweighting them, so it sits like the Mark II choddy, but just with the double ring swivel.
So there's a bit of play, a bit of movement. So when they suck at it, it can rise up and into the mouth.
And I've actually noticed that I've been getting deeper hook holes with it since I've done it. Whereas before I've had great results, but I'm always finding sometimes just nicking them, which I'm not. You want to get a deep hook hole and right down to the swivel in some hook holes. So my usual setup, but just just a slight twist of overweighting, a couple of blobs of putty up the line, and just fishing it, you know, mega slack, get the line out of the way, let the fish feed comfortably.
Yeah, absolutely. It's worth pointing out that we're probably right at the heart of the Yateley complex here, which is world famous, I guess, in carp fishing circles. I think it's worth just, you know, mentioning, you know, you fished it on the complex before. It's played, you know, a role in your carp fishing, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. My carp fishing has been based and brought up around this scene, really, isn't it? You know, for plenty of, you know, our generation of carp angling, you know, Terry's writings, Rob's writings, you know, it's really, you know, fashioned the way we fish, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
yeah, absolutely.
And just to live and breathe the experiences, you know, it's what it's all about, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, it's been a lovely 24 hours down here, and I don't think we can recommend it highly enough.
No.
You know, the Match Lake is flying back. There's loads of big fish coming through. So if you're in the area, or even if you're not in the area, it's worth getting your name down on the list, because it's a great venue and one we'll certainly be returning to soon.